Welcome to Life with David. I'm David, and today is finally time to enjoy summer, even while practicing social distancing. I've got my summer haircut, my summer shirt, and now it's time to get summer furniture ready to go. This year we purchased a Teak outdoor console table from Overstock.com. It just arrived, so why don't you join me as we assemble this outdoor table? I'd like to spend a moment on safety. There's nothing more important than keeping you and your loved ones safe. Be sure to read, understand, and follow the safety rules for your tools. Using your tools properly will greatly reduce the risk of personal injury, and always use the appropriate eye, hearing, and respiratory personal protective equipment. In this video, we'll be using a power drill and some simple hand tools, nothing too tricky. Just keep your head in the game. However, if you don't feel comfortable working with these tools, then don't. Now, let's get started. This Teak console table came from Overstock.com. It arrived in a flat box that weighed around 40 pounds. Let's open it up and find the instructions. First, I checked that all the parts were in the box. There was a top shelf, bottom shelf, 4 legs, 8 wooden support braces, and a bag of hardware. Everything was well packed and it arrived in good shape. The instructions say that the only tool you need to provide is a Phillips screwdriver. A wrench is provided in the bag of hardware. However, the wrench is pretty wimpy, so if you have a wrench that fits, I would suggest you use that. I would also suggest the use of an electric drill with 5/64 inch drill bit if one is available. Step 1. Locate the top and place it upside down on a soft surface so you don't damage it. Then install 2 of the legs at one end. The legs already have lag bolts installed, so just insert each lag bolt through the hole in each corner of the top. Install a flat washer, lock washer, and nut on each lag bolt, but don't tighten them yet. In step 2, we attach the bottom shelf to the 2 legs that we attached to the top shelf. Supporting the bottom shelf while installing the bolts is key to successful installation. This can be done by another person, a box, or some other means. I used an end table that happened to be the right height. Put the bottom shelf in place, upside down, then align the holes and loosely install the bolts using a flat washer and lock washer for each bolt. Next, attach the remaining 2 legs to the other end of the table. Place the lag bolts through the holes in the remaining corners of the top shelf and loosely fasten them using flat washers, lock washers, and nuts. Then using bolts, lock washers, and flat washers, attach the bottom shelf to the legs. After all the fasteners are in place, tighten up all the nuts on the top shelf and then all the bolts on the bottom shelf. Here's where a good wrench is really worthwhile. I used the included wrench just to show it could be done, but it wasn't fun. Install the wooden supports in step 3. Although the manufacturer calls for simply screwing the 8 wooden supports in place between the legs and the top shelf, I suggest pre-drilling the holes for screws using a 5/64 inch drill bit. Teak can be hard, and pre-drilling will make the job much easier and will minimize the risk of splitting the wood. Place each support in place and drill through the pre-drilled holes in the support. Place the supports flush with the edge of the top and put them tightly against the corner. If the corners aren't square, loosen up all the leg fasteners and readjust the legs and shelves until the legs are square with the top shelf. In step 4, the manufacturer calls for making sure the fasteners are tight. I always add plastic feet to the bottom of any wooden legs that could sit in wet conditions. 4 of these nail-on feet will only cost a couple bucks at Home Depot or Lowe's, and they will add years to the life of your furniture by keeping the end grain of the legs dry so they don't rot. Pre-drill a hole in the center of each leg and then tap them in. I like the silver color of weathered teak, so I'm not going to apply any finish to the table. If you like the golden color of fresh teak, you can apply teak oil, which is usually available at a boating supply store. You could also apply an outdoor stain if you wanted a different color. Then you're done. Thanks for joining me today. We assembled an outdoor console table that I'll use for potting plants or grilling out. I'm really impressed by the solid wood quality of this table. I expect it will last for many years. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. And leave a comment or suggestion for things to do. I hope to do more of these videos, so please subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get together next time for another day in Life with David. See you soon.